David is a good name, so glad to see him up here. My name is David Stansberry, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. We've got some great candidates. I wish we had a different district for each one of us because we all represent the Republican Party very well. Each one of us feels like we've got something special that makes us unique, that makes us the person that we need in Washington today, and I'm no different from the others. I was born in Knox County, but I moved to Union County when I was starting high school, and I actually plowed behind a mule because we couldn't afford a tractor at the time. I'm the oldest of 8 children. My mother finished her high school degree at night, and I remember her teaching my father how to write his name because he got out of the 3rd grade and didn't know how to do anything but make an X. And I say I plowed behind the mule not to brag about being poor, but to tell you that the only person or the only thing more hard-headed than the mule is the idiot that will try to plow behind him, and that's me. And I think we need some hard-headedness in Washington, D.C. right now. I am a retired military individual, 4 combat tours, Bosnia, 2 trips to Afghanistan, 1 to Iraq. And, you know, the things that I'm talking about, the issues that we all care about, I've lived. I retired in 2012 because I had insurance because I'd served 20 plus years. I had insurance I could use from the military before I got 65 and could get to Medicare. Guess what? I retired and they changed the rules on me. For a year and a half, I didn't go to the doctor because I couldn't afford to because they set it up so it cost me $2,000 more a year, and I was paying a premium for what they took away from me. They said, we're giving you something free. The deductible was so much higher I couldn't do it. I've lived this stuff. I've been there. I've done that. I'm a senior citizen. I talked to a young lady at my church. The doctor told her that she needed a certain type of medicine for her diabetes. You know, she couldn't afford it. Even with Medicare, it was going to cost her over $600 a month to get that medicine. She had to go back, try to find something else that would work, and right now she's still not taking the medicine the doctor said she needed. I graduated from high school and I finally got a degree in cybersecurity last April. So I'm kind of a slow starter. And I think that's an issue. The cyber warfare is one of those issues that we're fighting right now, and it is a big issue. And let me tell you, if they shut down all of our electronics, we're in big trouble. And that's what cyber warfare is all about. So I've got that as a qualification as well. There's one thing that I have that I think I can give that no one else can. And I do want to mention this. I don't have any, I'm self-financed, so I don't have any yard signs. I can't afford to give you a yard sign. I'm paying my own way. You won't see me on television because I can't pay for any ads, but everyone sitting here gets the same representation from me because no one's giving me a dime that's going to be in front of you in line. So what's different about me? What makes me really unique? President Obama did 2 things when he was in office. One was get the Affordable Health Care Act passed, which you're supposed to read after it gets passed, and then you'll figure out what's in it. That was a big mistake. The other thing was he made homosexuality the national religion of our nation. Right now, any businessman who says he believes that marriage is between a man and a woman will be persecuted and prosecuted by the laws of our nation. They were going after Chick-fil-A again the other day. You know what the owner of Chick-fil-A, the only thing he said was he believes that marriage is between a man and a woman. And they're going after him, trying to put him out of business. Right now, if you're a business person, I won't ask you to put one of my signs saying Stansberry for Congress in the window of your store because they will come after you. And they'll try to put you out of business. What I need you to do is tell people about me. The only way you can find out about me if you don't see a sign or see a commercial is look on the internet. I can afford a website, stansberryforcongress.com. There's also one other thing on that website. I just published my 2nd book. The name of that book is Unconstitutional, Making Homosexuality the National Religion 2018. What the book does, they say it's a civil right, and they've been pushing that and getting laws, ordinances, and judgments in courts. Not a civil right. A man started that religion in 1968. He married over 250,000 same-sex couples before the government ever got involved. And then the government got involved and said, we have to accept his beliefs. 1.4 million Tennesseans in 2006, 81% of the people in this state, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, rejected same-sex marriage. They weren't haters. They weren't discriminating. They were saying, we don't believe that God told this man, who claims that God said homosexuality is moral, therefore homosexual relationships are the same, right? Logical conclusion. We just said we don't believe it. We don't think God told him that. We reject him. We reject his religion. If we don't have the right in this country to reject a false prophet and their false doctrine, we do not have freedom of religion. If it sounds like I'm preaching, I am a minister for the Church of Christ in Vanderbilt. So, you may. I've studied this subject since the 1970s. 2011, I paid for my own internet site. I tried to fight the issue then. 2015, I put out a 300-page book. This new book, similar title, but it's been taken down a little bit, about 120 pages, so you'll read it a little bit easier to read. I've been fighting this thing since 2011, and no one will listen. Will you listen? Does it matter to you? I believe that that 80% of the people in the state of Tennessee, it still matters. And I believe that there's only one person who understands the issue. Not that the other candidates don't agree with me and agree with you on this issue. There's only one person who has the knowledge and the ability and the willingness to stand up and fight these people. And if you elect me, not only will we build the wall, we'll take care of the deficit, we'll do all the things that we believe in, but the 2nd Congressional District of Tennessee will lead the charge to turn all of this around in this country, and we can do that. Once we show that this is a religion, not some civil rights issue, once we show it's a religion, they have to take it out of schools. They can't sue a businessman. They can't come up and sue you and say, you have to accept our belief or we're going to sue you and you're going to have to pay thousands of dollars in fines. Once we show it's a religion, everything is undone. Even the Supreme Court ruling that forced 1.4 million Tennesseans to accept same-sex marriage and shut us up. The book does that. I ask you to go either to my website, stansberryforcongress.com. There's a link there. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, it's free. Every Sunday in July, this book can be downloaded free, not just in Tennessee, but anywhere in this nation. Tell your friends. You got friends in California, tell them about it. This is the answer to the problem. A constitutional answer is the only way to stop it. And once we get this information out, we'll turn this movement around and we'll stop them in their tracks and stop them from persecuting and prosecuting people who disagree with that religion. I need a national level voice. Don't think I haven't contacted everybody you could contact since 2011. No one will listen. If you want me to be able to stop this, I need a national level voice, and that's why I'm running. Because there's only one way for me to be able to lead this nation, and for the 2nd Congressional to lead this nation back to the right way, and that's to have someone who knows how to deal with this issue, helping those who are there settle it. Well, I hope that was brief enough. I do thank you for your time, and I certainly hope you will go to my website, read the book, see if you agree with me. If you do, tell everyone you know, not just in the 2nd Congressional District, but around this nation. It's free all the month of July, and I certainly hope that you'll take advantage of the opportunity to read that. Thank you very much. I'm David Stansberry, and I would like to get your vote.